what is the MMP?
The MMP is a public-private partnership, the Mandela Mining Precinct, and the responsibility of the precinct is to implement and manage the SAMERDI strategy, which is the South Africa Mining Extraction Research Development and Innovation Strategy. And this strategy was developed in 2015-16 as part of the mining Pakisa process. So as part of when the SAMERDI strategy was developed, there was a hub and spoke model developed for the implementation of the strategy. So the Mandela Mining Precinct is the hub, and then we work with a network of research collaborators, such as your universities, the CSIR, other science councils, also commercial research entities, and industry in the broader term. So there are 5 research programs. We focus on the longevity of current mines, mechanized mining systems, advanced ore body knowledge, real-time information management systems, and then also successful application of technology associated with people. And then we're also in the process of establishing an underground testing facility. The Mandela Mining Precinct have basically a few key strategic objectives. One of them is actually to develop the research and development collaborator capacity and capability in South Africa. Secondly, it's to actually build that network. And then thirdly is also to develop technology and technology outcomes for application for new business in mining. So those would be our main strategic objectives.
Great. Tell me, what key products and services does the MMP provide to the mining sector?
They are focused on a couple of things. On the infrastructure side, we are busy with the establishment of the underground testing facility, also referred to as the test mine. We're very fortunate that RB Plat, Royal Bafokeng Platinum, that they made a mine available for us for testing. So we signed that agreement earlier this year, and so industry and the research collaborators will be able to utilize that mine, that test environment. And then we also on the supply chain side, we work very closely with MEMSA, which is the Mining Equipment Manufacturing South Africa, specifically also developed as an outcome of the SAMERDI strategy to focus on the development of the supply chain in mining. And then we have a whole range of research projects within our 5 research programs that I referred to earlier. And they vary from, for instance, we had the improvement of drill capabilities, drill technology. We had a competition running with industry and suppliers into industry called the Isidingo Drill Challenge, where we looked at the development of drills that are safer, that are lighter, that are faster. And with the help of Novatech and HPE, we had very successful drills developed, and quite a number of orders are coming in for that. We also have the electronic shift boss logbook, which deals specifically with some of the legal processes, health and safety related, that these people need to manage underground, and having access to electronic logbook, obviously that helps a lot with the communication, the reporting, and the actions that needs to be taken. There are also a whole range of other technologies in different domains. Obviously, digitalization, 4IR, also for mining is a critical focus of us and our collaboration partners.
Great. And then tell us, what is your footprint in South Africa?
Yeah, our footprint is actually through our partners. As I said, that although we operate as Mandela Mining Precinct from a facility in Johannesburg, which is the hub, also with a number of our stakeholders and collaborators operating from there. But as I mentioned, we actually work through a network of research and innovation collaborators. So our footprint is actually very broad. It is into industry, it is into the universities, the science councils, and also our footprint is also collaborating with international partners.
Great. Then tell us, how is your company approaching the new normal following the COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, that was an interesting experience like all of us had, but very fortunate for us. We're actually doing very well on the remote way of working. So, and also because our staff, our program managers, they spend a lot of time with our research collaborators and with industry itself. So the fact of operating from an office is not as critical because we manage and facilitate and coordinate research activities that happens through a range of institutions and partners. So for that reason, the working from home or the hybrid model works actually very well for us.
And then you briefly touched on it already, but what specific project, product and service development is the MMP planning to take forward in the next 12 to 24 months?
Yeah, in our research programs that I mentioned, those 5, and there are too many to actually mention now, but there are a whole range of research programs or projects in each research program. And these are research challenges of industry because each program gets managed and coordinated by a technical steering committee with experts from industry. And that helps us to identify real challenges in industry in those different research program domains. So there are a range of projects in each program. So our emphasis going forward is really to say, go beyond the research. So our focus also lately is more on the latter parts, as we call it, the TRL levels, technology readiness levels, closer to application and the development of implementable solutions for industry. So that will continue going forward, getting a lot of attention to focus on real industry needs and to make sure that they are implementable and that they get transferred to industry. Then also in general, our information, the dissemination of that information to our stakeholders and industry in the broader terms is very important. The operationalization of our underground testing facility will receive a lot of attention. And then we have a few strategic projects, such as collision prevention systems, that we do also with the CSIR, in collaboration with the CSIR and the Minerals Council of South Africa. And then also the development of a national mining R&D capacity and capability study that we are now in the second phase. So I maybe should also just mention that the Mandela Mining Precinct is funded by the industry as well as by government through the Department of Science and Innovation. And the CSIR has been contracted by DSI to manage and host the Mandela Mining Precinct on their behalf, and the Minerals Council is managing it on behalf of the industry. So it is actually a co-hosting arrangement between the government and the industry through the CSIR and the Minerals Council.